said. Too long.
We have to make sure we see each other more often.
But first of all, I just want to thank you for agreeing to have this interview. It's been a while since we've seen you, and I know that you've been experiencing great success, and a lot of it maybe has to do with your involvement in Voces Latinas. I know that in 2002, in May 2002, Voces Latinas was chartered, and you were one of the original members. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience at your first meeting?
Absolutely, yes. As a matter of fact, that was the year I started my business. And one of the first things that I did was join an association. That's part of what I do. I help business grow through marketing. So I was applying my own recommendations to the clients to myself, which I think we should do that more often, as a matter of fact. And I received information about this Toastmasters Club that will be forming within the association. And they had as a goal improve the speaking skills for members that joined the club. So I did attend the first meeting, and what really surprised me is the turnout. There were probably about 50 people, 60 people at this conference room on the 5th floor of a building in East LA. And that showed that there was a high demand for this type of meeting or presentation or tool for business owners. And you had mostly a business kind of crowd, who were business owners or people that were working for another other business. But it was a great feeling to see that all of these people are trying to improve themselves, get ahead.
And you were able to lead the group a couple of years as the president, correct?
Yes, I felt really, really honored that we went through literally times of crisis. There were times and occasions in which the membership dwindled considerably, and there were a number of things such as logistics. There was a change of the venue from East LA to downtown, and there were other factors that as any kind of entity in society cause an effect on a club. And so one of the direct effects was a dwindling membership. And I just didn't want to let the club go down and disappear. I know how important it was. So I made everything that was possible and sacrificed time and effort to continue with the club. And I'm so glad that I was able to, thanks to people like you and I guess some other members that actually had the same vision, and I saw the potential and stuck with the club during those tough times.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely, it was an honor, and I'm so happy to see that this thing continues and it's thriving and it's getting better.
What has been the most memorable part of being a member of Voces Latinas?
One is, I think one of the key things there is being able to have this support group, this support team. And with anything else, starting at your home, you need a family. You need that group that will nourish you to help you get ahead. And we talk about hard times, good times. You need that group of cheerleaders, if you want to call them, helping you when you're down so you could get back up on top. And when you're on top, sharing all of those achievements, the accomplishments. And I think there was a point in which the club became that for a number of people. And that helped them grow. And I think there were a number of other things taking place outside the club that brought that into being. And it grew up into a club that extended not only through this Toastmasters system, but also actually through friendship. And I think that is extremely important. And I think that is for me number one right now, that you literally could count with these people and you could call friends. And you know, in life you have very, very few friends. And after being 5 years with this really good quality kind of people, you could literally go back and say, you know what, they could be my friends.
Absolutely. What do you see in the future for Voces Latinas?
It'd be ideal if this club could become a magnet to people that want to get better, to get the tools, whatever it is, education, public speaking, to improve whatever they need to improve, starting with that speaking capability, and then translate that into your business, into your social activity, and of course the community at large, without a doubt. So you could leave a lasting presence in that. And I think communication is the base for that. If you're not able to communicate, you're not going to be able to change this world.
Sure.
And I could attest to that because I'm a foreigner. English is my second language. And there was a time that I got off a plane and all what I could do is just look around and say nothing because I couldn't say anything. If I said it, people would not understand. Oh, would not be able to answer back. And there's nothing more disturbing than that when you want to talk to people, communicate, bring messages, share something, and you just don't have the tools to do it. Well, Toastmasters, to some degree, Voces Latinas specifically, has given me tools to do that in a good way.
Is there any advice that you would give a member of the Voces Latinas?
That there are things that are very important in life. One of those is your family, and absolutely you have to dedicate your time and your effort because you only have one family. But on the other hand, there's nothing you can do to improve your family life besides something along these lines, something like getting better at communicating. Because what you do, what you learn at the club, is not going to have just a personal effect. It's actually going to touch everyone around you, and people extremely important as your family would benefit from that. So my advice to those people is, if this club means taking an extra half an hour drive, an extra hour drive, getting home a little later, a couple times a week, 3 times a week, in the long term, you're going to have a huge payback, because what you go and you learn in these meetings is going to come back to you in a more meaningful relationship with your coworkers, with your clients, and as I said earlier, with your family. I would like to summarize Toastmasters with 3 words. Those 3 words are prepare, deliver, and listen. Prepare in the sense that before every speech you have to go to your toolbox. You have to select a topic and you have to prepare it, write it, and practice it, try it again. And once you've done that, you're going to deliver. You're going to deliver that speech, the best way you can. And the third one, as I said, you have to listen. Listen not only to the evaluations that people are going to give back to your speech, but something that I found extremely important and helpful in Toastmasters is the fact that you have other speakers. And some of these speakers are delivering powerful, motivational presentations that make you want to come back. It becomes basically a fountain of motivation, empowerment, and with topics as wide as range as racism, as art, as business. So whatever you pick you're going to find it there. And without a doubt, is a very well crafted program. Susan Orozco said she's an accomplished speaker, she's also an author. I recall her words. It says, well, what Toastmasters will give you, and this is like, thank you by Susan, Toastmasters will give you that little toolbox that you carry with you wherever you go. And when you are, the occasion arises, you can just pick it up, open it up, prepare it, and deliver fantastic presentations. In a nutshell, now I'm able to literally walk into a room full of top executives for Fortune 1000 companies and have the confidence that I will deliver a very engaging, a very entertaining, a very meaningful conversation that will keep those people for 45 minutes in the room. We're talking about presidents and vice presidents, directors of companies that get easily bored. Well, Toastmasters allows me to keep them in their seats for those 45 minutes. And I think that is one side of the story. But one of the greatest accomplishments and one of the greatest things that I've seen with Toastmasters is the fact that it's prepared me better to actually develop a relationship for one of the perhaps biggest transactions of my life. I think Toastmasters have allowed me to now understand, communicate, and listen better to my son. And I think that's a relationship that has no price. It's a relationship that I better make sure is successful. And that is the other side of Toastmaster. As I said earlier, if business is something you're looking for, it's there. If it's personal, it's there. If you want more, you can find it. Without a doubt, don't give it up. Keep it. Do whatever you have to do it.